On this episode of The AutoArchaeologist, we're taking a tour of Megapart's private car collection in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, and all the little nooks and crannies of all the cool stuff that they have. And this is only one building. All right, so here at Megaparts, they gave me free rein to wander around and see the cool stuff they have stashed away. Like right here, this is a pallet of original Max Wedge parts, blocks, intake, you can see right there. He's got entire engines, which I'll show you here. That's a 65 race car Cornet. Don't you love Max Wedge engines with our crazy exhaust manifolds? And then over there is a Challenger funny car and a Corvette funny car, which I'll show you in better detail here in a moment. As close as I can, because it's pretty tight in here. But, okay, so this is a Challenger funny car. I'll show pictures of it when I saw it here in 2013, I think I was here. Oop. And then over there is a 1969 Hemi Roadrunner. I'll show pictures. When I was here in about 10 years ago, that was in a garage here in town. And it's a complete car. Numbers matching, everything. I'll show, because I can't get over there to get a closer look of it, obviously. But I can get right near it. Just, it's a little tight walking these paths. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, some bubble wrap. And then there is the funny car Corvette. If you looked up this racer, you would see old videos of it. The Challenger, I don't know the history on. The Hemi Challenger, I know they've had, I think, for 30 or 40 years. I know I've known about it for 10 years, and I think it hasn't run, he said 10 years before that, maybe 20. But below it is something rather unusual. It is a 1972 Dodge Demon, and it is a real Mr. Norm's GSS Demon. When this pulled up out of nowhere at the Belvedere Mopar show, I think probably 8 or 9 years ago, the owner Roy bought it immediately. And the really crazy thing is, I can't get to it because it's buried, but the car had the original supercharger set up in the trunk of the car. And my friend Eric really wants this thing. But there you go. And then making our way over through the cars, this right here is a 1969, I believe, Dodge Dart 3D3 car. I probably have pictures of this somewhere. Up on top is a 1969 CUDA 440. It's an M code car. In 1969, it was the first usage of the word CUDA officially by Plymouth for denominating a actual model with Plymouth. And it was only on, I think, 3D3, 440, maybe 340 cars, some 340 cars. Gets a little funny, but this is a actual 440 69 CUDA. And then next to that is a 1972 Roadrunner GTX, which means it's a 440 4-speed car. And the cool thing is, 440 4-speed cars and Dana's and Charger, they got, like I said, they got a Dana rear end that were leftovers from the Hemis and all that. But 72 was the only year you could get a sway bar on a Dana, which is weird. And there's one. That's what Roy told me. This one obviously was used for some drag racing. But there's a sway bar on a legitimate Dana. That's cool. Colfax Short People State Basketball Champs. Okay. This is a 65 Coronet I know nothing about. Same thing with this. It is a 65 Coronet drag car that Roy rescued. And then over here, I'll show you real quick, 1969 Roadrunner. And you're like, oh, 69 Roadrunner. It's a real M code car. Try to get around on this side. M code in 1969 for road owners and Super Bs mean that they got the half year only option of the 6-pack. And you can see, hopefully right there, if not, I'll add a picture of it, RM23M9A, which denotes it being, oh, did I knock this over? Oh, I think I knocked this over. Great. Oh, okay. I'll fix that in a minute. You can see it was someone's race car. But a real 6-pack road runner. And it's sitting behind a 1969 Dodge Super Bee. And they're like, okay, it's a 69 Super Bee. What's the big whoop? This is also an M code car. And Roy told me the funny story. This was in a junkyard in Wisconsin. And it was actually being parted out by even people he knew who are Mopar people. Supposedly no one checked the VIN number on it because eventually someone did, I guess before they were about to crush it. And it's an M code car, which means it's also a 6-pack. You see it's really tight in here, which means it's really a 6-pack Super Bee. You see it's originally a side scoop car. The side scoops are gone and most of the interior you can't really see, but it's gone. But yeah, I'll see if I can get over. That is, if it's not showing up in the film, which I can't see right now, it is a real M code Super Bee, which is, I think, one of the best looking cars. 446 pack, orange Super Bee, black hood, black Steelies with chrome lug nuts. Ow. He's also got piles of parts. Like I said, I'm not going to go to their one main building because there's no cars in there, it's just parts. But if you need steering columns or exhaust manifolds or heads, some wheels, give them a call. Ooh, and then this on top of it, this is also a 440, I think it's an automatic 72 Roadrunner GTX. It is a 440 car though. You did make sure I knew that. But I think it's an automatic. It's only got, at least here, it's got an 8 3/4. If it was a 4-speed, it would have a Dana. But I love 71 and 72 Roadrunners. They are such good looking cars, even with snow tires on them. But this is just the first building. I'm going to go outside and show you some of the cars that they have outside in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that video from Mega Parts in Coon Valley, Wisconsin. It was really nice of Roy and Jamie to allow me the opportunity to document their collection. And I'm not quite sure how it's going to work out, but it's going to be like 3 or 4 videos probably, because they have a lot of stuff stashed all around the area. I hope you enjoy it. They are such wonderful, good people. They were my very first magazine cover, and I'll post a picture of it here, for Muscle Car Review magazine back, maybe it was my second cover. It was either my first or second, of some of the cars that they had stashed around. And I've been friends with them for over a decade. And I'm happy that this would promote their business, because in this market, there are a ton of good guys and there's a few bad, and Roy and Jamie are as legit as it gets. And I hope you enjoy what they have, because they got a lot of cool stuff. And I know you probably were expecting a 71 Challenger video this week. Unfortunately, the weather's been real weird again. It was like really hot, and then rain, and then hot again, and finally now it's supposed to cool off. This is the day before Labor Day, the start of Labor Day weekend. So I plan on, actually here, I have gotten the paint ordered for the panels. You can see here. I don't think I'm going to paint the big door panels. I think I'm going to paint the kick panels, the pillar panel, the pillar covers, maybe the back. But I think the door panels are in good enough shape that I don't have to paint them. But I do have these. I got drill attachment brushes that I'm going to go to town on the panels and clean them with the cleaner that my friend Dan from Detroit recommended. So I will have a video on that, me cleaning the panels, prepping them, and then I will, like I said, paint the kick panels, the back panels, and the pillar panels, probably. having some issues with the blue car actually lately. For some reason, it's kicking out a misfire code, and usually I had one that popped like once a year, but now it's popping up far more frequently, almost daily when I drive it. And so it's a P0300, which is there's so many things that could be wrong with the car in that code that, I mean, it has new spark plugs. I checked the coils all seem fine. So I'm going to take it to my friend who has a real computer. Like, I just have a little scan tool. He has a real, like, he can watch and record what's going on. And hopefully we'll see if it's something simple or something more hard. But, because this weekend's Labor Day weekend, and then I have a free weekend, and then I'm pretty sure it's Mopar down in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I will be there. I get there Thursday night. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I have some free time, and then there's the Fall Jefferson Car Show, which I will be at both Friday and Saturday. They don't do Sunday anymore. I don't think there's any more car shows until basically McCacken after that. But I do have some trips planned coming up. I have some in Michigan planned. I have some in Wisconsin planned. So I am going to be around. You let me know. Do you have something cool that you want me to check out sitting in your barn or in your field or your garage? So after Jefferson, there's really nothing other than some adventures, because the best time to go on an adventure, barn finding or junkyarding, is in the fall, late summer, early fall, actually all of fall. It's absolutely wonderful when the foliage starts coming down. But as you can see behind me, I just got back my 71 Challenger RT grill from my friend Jeff LaRue from Wisconsin. He restores a lot of Mopar plastic grills, and he did a fantastic job on my grill. I'll do a whole little mini video on that in the future, so I really want to show 71 Challenger grills are known to break off their ends, like this right here. They're just, the way they're all supported is absolutely terrible, and they all break off. I have back here spare grills just because of that. So he made a reinforcement plate for here, so that shouldn't happen anymore. Not that anything's going to happen to my car, but I just got issues that I need to resolve. But yeah, so been a busy few weeks. Got a busy few weeks ahead of me. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget, I have a new video every Monday. And don't forget to share and subscribe. Don't care about liking. No, I do care, but I hope you like it. Talk to you all soon. Stay safe.